hello, my name would be Larry Wachowski. I was the writer and the director.
Hi. Sorry to cut you off, Larry, but my name's Andy Wachowski, and I just make sure that the coffee is hot.
And I'm Zach Steinberg, the film editor.
My name's Susie Bright. I got a script and a letter a couple years ago from Larry and Andy Wachowski asking me if I'd like to be an extra in this movie they were writing. And they said they were huge fans of mine. And I'd never heard of them, but came on really fancy stationery from a major Hollywood name that I recognized. So I read their script, and it was incredible. I read it in the kitchen. I couldn't get out of my chair. And when I finished it, I said, you know, this is great, but every time there's a sex scene, they never say anything. They never say what happens. Do you think they would think it was presumptuous if I wanted to be the sex consultant too, on top of being an extra? And so I asked them, and they said they'd be delighted, didn't you?
We certainly did.
Right. So an interesting fact here, this closet is about 30 feet tall. And that was a pull chain, which no one ever knows what it is, but it's a pull chain at the top, with the big giant balls.
Now you know. This would be the first time we've seen the movie since the San Francisco Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. We decided that we didn't want to see it again because the audience reaction was something that could never be duplicated. The lovely and talented Joey Pants. Keep it coming for him.
This is a set. It is not a real elevator.
Oh, I didn't know that. Can you say something about who dressed everybody and why they look the way they do? I mean, I told you I got mail from people who thought that even the lipstick shade was like this carefully made decision. I mean, whoa.
Lizzie Gardner was our costume designer, the very talented Australian who did Priscilla.
Academy Award winning.
She is an Academy Award winner, but she took this job before she won the award. So we didn't have to pay her. And the set designer was production designer Eve Colley. Those floors are all made out of wallpaper.
You're kidding.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We're serious as a heart attack.
That was a real saw. Actually, casting was really hard, and we went through a long process where a lot of people didn't want to play lesbians, but Gina and Jennifer loved the script, and Joey said he'd work for cheap.
This is the first nasty, wet business in this movie, in the beginning of a long line of nasty, wet businesses.
Yes, the idea between that transition there was Corky hears Violet across the way doing her work, and you
Having
cut to
sex with Joey, which is her work.
And you cut to Corky doing her work.
And it's like the same work, in a way.
Throughout the editing of the movie, we were always very aware of sound as it was heard through the various apartments.
The design of this apartment is that it's supposed to be kind of like feminine, and the wallpaper was all sort of chosen to sort of create this kind of female-like room that Corky, who's the more masculine of the two characters, is in, as opposed to Violet's apartment, which we'll get to later.
This is a cool little shot. Bill Pope, the two squares, the idea of dualism. And it's just, we're able to capture that.
Which is also the point of the coffee close-up.
Cream and black.
That shot only took 10 takes.
Really? It's like you're in the same room. But if it's too much trouble, I understand.
No, it's no trouble at all. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do.
You're doing all the work yourself? That is so amazing. I am so in awe of people who can fix things.
This music was actually created by Don Davis because we couldn't afford any music. We initially were going to play
The Girl from Ipanema, which worked quite well.
but again, we couldn't afford it.
So we chose this Mamba-esque Caribbean sound.
This scene where they first meet alone is got all the little lesbian integrity signs. The fact that Violet is doing her whole femme number, but she's in jeans. She's not around Joey in her short skirt. And that shot of Gina's hands and Jennifer talking about her father's hands. It begins that hand sex motif that just clinched it.
Yeah, that was
Right.
actually at San Francisco. It was the first time that everybody got all the little...
Everybody got that hand message because the hands are the sex organs in this. Hands are cock. And every lesbian understood that who saw the movie.
Right, when she's talking about her daddy's hands and all that, everybody...
Oh, the daddy. Oh, yes, that was a very nice little daddy moment.
Thanks. Welcome home.
Well, this is my big scene, so I have to tell everyone the behind-the-scenes scoop on this.
But first, Susie, let me introduce, we've been joined by the effervescent and dynamite leading man, Joey Pantoliano.
Thank you. Thank you. I hear this is really a great movie. I was dying to see it.
Now, you see that fabulous gray-haired woman there? That's
Yes.
my ex, and she's the best thing in this movie.
Well, second best.
There's me. I asked Larry and Andy, I said, I'm so afraid you're going to have all those frou-frou straight girls trying to be lesbians in this bar scene. Could I bring some real-life San Francisco dykes to be the extras? And I was so grateful you gave me the okay to bring a few of my pals.
Hey, Jesse, what's happening here? Wait, I know you.
I don't think so.
And who's the woman, Margaret, who plays my girlfriend in this scene? What was her last name?
Margaret Smith,
She
comedian.
was great.
And writer.
Yes.
Every time she came over to me and gave me that nasty look, I felt like I'd been in a bad relationship for 10 years.